retelling, and before that I call upon Gavilia Pranati to read out the objectives.
Yes, the folk tale. Objectives: to tell a folk tale that is entertaining and enjoyable for a specific age group. To use vivid imagery and the voice to enhance the tale. Time 7 to 9 minutes.
Let me introduce the speaker.
Now I welcome Gavilia Sachith to say his speech.
Hi dear Gaviliers and respected Vedu sir. Today I'm going to talk about a folk tale from Sri Lanka. Once upon a time, in a land known as Kaekilla, there lived a king. He was a king, but he was rather foolish. The people called him the King of Kaekilla. One day, a gang of burglars decided to break into a rich merchant's house. As one burglar crept silently through the wall collapsed and the burglar died. The rest got so angry that they decided to complain to the King of Kaekilla. "Your Majesty," pleaded the gang, "something miserable has happened today. One of our friends have died while the wall collapsed. Please help us." "You are right. The rich merchant will be punished for building a wall that is too weak. Call him here." The rich merchant came into the king's court and pleaded, "Your Majesty, I know that the wall was too weak, but it is not my fault. It is the fault of the mason who built the wall." "You are right. The mason will be punished for building a wall that is too weak. Call him here." The mason came into the court and pleaded, "Your Majesty, I know that the wall was too weak, but it is not my fault. It is the fault of the person who added too much mixture into the water." "You are right. The person who has added too much mixture into the water will be punished for building a wall that is too weak. Call him here." The man came into the court and pleaded, "Yes, Your Majesty, I have added too much water to the mixture, but it is not my fault. It is the fault of the potter who has made a crooked pot." "You are right. The potter will be punished for making a crooked pot like this. Call him here." The potter came into the king's court and pleaded, "Yes, Your Majesty, I have made a crooked pot, but it is not my fault. It is the fault of the woman who went by my house screaming." "You are right. The woman will be punished for going by your house screaming. Call her here." The woman came into the court and pleaded, "Yes, Your Majesty, I have been shouting near the potter's house, but it is not my fault. It is the fault of the goldsmith who didn't make my daughter's jewelry on time." "You are right. The goldsmith will be punished for not making your jewelry on time. Call him here." The potter came into the court, and alas, he said that it was his fault. "You will be crushed by my royal elephants," exclaimed the King of Kaekilla in a raged voice. "Do you have anything to say before you are crushed?" "Yes, Your Majesty," said the goldsmith. "It will be a painful experience for your royal elephant to crush somebody like me with a bundle of bones and a little bit of flesh." "You are right," exclaimed the King of Kaekilla. "It will be a painful experience for my elephant to crush somebody like you. Can you recommend somebody else to be crushed?" "Yes, Your Majesty. In our village, there is a rich merchant who is as fat as a pig. He would be the ideal person to be crushed by your royal elephants." "You are right. Call him here." Alas, the rich merchant was crushed by the king's royal elephants. After this, when an innocent person was punished for an offense done by somebody else, people called it the judgment of King of Kaekilla. Thank you.
Now I would like to call Cavalier